What's up, watchers? Welcome back. We're doing some Disco Elysium again today with my good friend here. I don't know if it's something with the connection or if
I think it was Discord because I also could not hear you while I was going like, yay.
Ah, I see. Yeah, you were going, yeah,
Also, I may have just realized something.
Oh?
You're not showing me the video game.
Fuck. I don't even have the video game open, I'll be honest.
Okay.
I mean, this is a thing on a lot of my streams. Whenever I'm playing Steins Gate Zero, I literally don't open it until I go to the game screen.
That's crazy to me, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's because I don't like listening to the music over and over whenever I'm like starting up a stream. Vesta, ma'am, can you move? Vesta, you were so good, and now you're blocking the screens. You're blocking the screens.
When I was playing Drakengard, when I would set up before stream,
I see.
It does this really cool thing where sometimes it'll just on the start screen show like,
oh no,
blood, death, and it'll just whisper that in your ear for a bit.
Oh great.
And then it'll go into like the advertisement for the video game.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's kind of why I do what I do with Steins Gate specifically, because if you leave it on the main menu for long enough, it starts playing like an anime opening for the game, and I don't know if that shit is copyright. Like, I don't know if I could get in trouble for playing that on stream, so it's like, I don't want that playing when I'm on the just chatting screen, even if I do have things turned off so that this way chat shouldn't be able to hear it. I don't trust my jank-ass setup, I'll be real.
One day you just gotta go through your setup and be like, okay, here's what plays on this screen.
I mean,
just so
to be fair, I've been meaning to change my fucking overlay so it says Blue Sky instead of Twitter for like 2 months. Haven't done it yet. So, there's that.
Oh, I can't believe how long this game takes to load. Damn.
Is it still loading? It should not be taking that long. I think it might be because I had it minimized, like, I was just double checking some other things.
Oh, I see.
Okay, now I think it's loaded. Alright. But yeah, I mean, I don't have too much new to talk about.
I will say, in between our last stream of this and today, I have beaten the game.
Oh, that's right.
By accident, I was like, oh, I'll just play a little bit, and then I got sucked in and I beat it. But this also is very helpful because I can say like, hey, if you don't want to talk to this person 100%, you don't really gotta. Or
fair enough.
This is really gonna affect the story later.
Okay,
if you have any questions, I should be able to answer some things.
I think Disco Elysium is crashed.
It looks like it crashed, but it's not showing me anything.
Yeah, and the worst part is Task Manager isn't even... Oh, wait. Okay, I think it's working now. And now Task Manager decides to work. Okay, so disco.exe is not responding. Okay, wait for it to respond because it's responding now. We're good. We're good.
Is the stream okay?
I think so. Let me just double check. It says my connection is excellent, so we should be good to go.
Just my end because I'm watching like 3 different streams right now.
Oh, yeah, that would do it. That would do it.
I'll just pause that one because I'm a part of this one, so I don't need to see what's going on. I can just
exactly. And speaking of what's going on, it's game time. I gotta go and get this set up again. Just a second. This is the one downside of doing this the way that I do it. Is I've got to kind of set this up live.
Did you watch the Nintendo Direct? Did you watch it?
Yeah.
I watched it after the fact because I slept through it.
Wait just a second. I'm getting an error now.
Oh no.
Okay, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. What the fuck?
Uh-oh.
Well, I don't know how to fix that. Here, I'm gonna try to close some things on my end from setup, and hopefully that'll help a little bit. I mean, the issue is that we are also getting some pretty bad weather up here. So maybe that's
true.
Maybe that's part of the reason why. I mean, I think the best I can do is just hope that it's not too bad, because I've kind of closed everything that I can close at this point without like impacting the stream in any way.
On my end when I started playing it again.
Okay. So maybe YouTube is just scaring me. Maybe it's because I keep trying to open up fucking Task Manager.
Maybe. It could be that.
Here. I'm ending a couple extra tasks. Hopefully that'll help a little bit.
I'm so excited for the new Tamagotchi game.
God,
I'm so
same.
excited, dude. I just want to play with my little animal friends and go to the dentist and clean their teeth.
I'll be honest, I'm excited for it to come out solely because I always wanted to play the first Tomodachi Life, but never got around to it.
Games.
Yeah, I never ended up... Wait, what?
I said Tamagotchi.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I heard Tomodachi because I've done nothing but watch fucking Tomodachi Life videos all fucking day, so it's on my mind.
That's fair. That's honestly very fair. I'm also excited for that one. I want to play it on stream when it comes out.
Hell
on my
yeah.
Switch too.
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah, I've got to say, I'm surprised that they're not mentioning more about the Switch 2 at this point in time, because, like, we know basically nothing.
Direct is not tomorrow, but I think Tuesday?
Oh, neat.
There's gonna be a Switch 2 Direct.
Why must they always do these when I'm at work?
I know, right?
Like, I get it, it's, like... Don't they usually do these, like, in Japanese standard time, basically? I don't know what the time zone specifically is, but...
I can't remember.
Yeah, it's because I know, like, the Pokemon ones tend to be, like, really, really early. So...
They also announced on... You know how at the end of the Direct, they had, like, that... Oh, by the way, we're putting out an app called Nintendo News. And you'll get notifications every day of what Nintendo is up to. The day after the Direct, they announced the Legend of Zelda live-action movie.
Damn!
Is coming out March of 2027. Which is also when Sonic 4 is coming out, apparently.
So we're finally going back to that... Yeah, we're finally going back to that Nintendo Sega competition from, like, the 90s.
Exactly.
Except now it's in movies.
I do not trust this live action for a second, dude.
No.
If
I don't either.
utters one word, I'm leaving the theater.
Yeah, Link doesn't do that.
He doesn't.
If he talks, that's not Link.
He does this. And that's it.
That was really choppy for me.
Damn.
I heard, like, the beginning and the end of, like, the victory jingle.
I don't know why voice mod is like that.
Yeah, I don't know either. We were testing out our
science because of this.
Oh?
Maybe this will help.
Okay, play a sound. That did help. What the fuck did you do?
I took off automatic detection and then put my sound association thing to 0. So it's just always on.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I might have to do the same thing because I was trying to play sound clips to you before the stream started and just could not hear a fucking one of them. Alright, it's still saying that the connection is bad. So...
I haven't noticed anything on me watching.
Huh. That's very weird.
Sometimes YouTube says that for a long time after, like, one hiccup.
Oh, okay, that might be what's happening. It could have also just lagged a little bit because I was opening the game and my computer was, like, grinding to a fucking halt. Speaking of the game,
it looks
let's play it. Oh, actually, before we start for real chat, I do have to mention something very mean that my fucking brain did to me today. So, I slept like absolute shit last night. Just couldn't fall asleep, and then couldn't stay asleep. So, today, a little afternoon, I had lunch, I was lying on my couch, Vesta was lying on my belly. I was like, you know what? I'm comfy, I'm relaxed, I got a nice cozy blanket over me. I'm gonna set a little alarm on my phone, I'm gonna take like an hour-long nap. I fell asleep and immediately had the most vivid dream of my life where I woke up at 2 o'clock tomorrow with, like, multiple messages from Val asking, like, hey, where the hell are you? Aren't we streaming today? As well as numerous calls from my work being like, where the fuck are you? Because Mondays are, like, the one day that I absolutely have to be there. And it scared me so bad that when I woke up, I had to check to make sure that it was still Sunday on both my laptop and my phone. So
That's where you came from.
That is where I came from. Well, we jumped
That's where
here.
you came from.
Well, yes.
They'll just take you back to where you came from.
Oh, okay. I was gonna see if I could unlock the door or something. So this way we could just, like, get through there. Okay, what are you? Collecting rainwater. Fuck, dude, it sure is.
It sure do be collecting rainwater.
Sure do be doing that. Oh, I'm getting a thought.
Oh, look at all those bottles you can pick up.
Oh,
If
hell
you have
yeah.
your garbage bag.
Yeah, that's right. Last time we unlocked the ability to collect garbage, we also became a feminist, and we compressed our shit.
A feminist, just like Dr. Robotnik.
Just like Dr. Robotnik. Okay, wait a sec. That's how we do this. Okay. There we go. Ready for the bottles. Okay, I guess we're going down now. I figured that you'd be able to have this thought from over on the platform, but, white pine trees are printed onto the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow.
I hate Snow. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Not Snow Final Fantasy. I love him, but...
Yes, he's fine. The current Snow that we have after, like, a couple of weeks of spring. Like, for context to our, like, non-Canadian, non-Ontario dwelling viewers, it's felt like spring up here for, like, a solid 2 weeks. And then this past weekend, we just had a massive winter storm that I think is still ongoing, maybe.
Yeah, I think we're still under, like, weather advisory warnings.
Oh, jeez, that doesn't bode well for me for tomorrow. I have to go and drive for like 6.5 hours tomorrow.
Oh no.
At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. That's a lot. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner? I've only ever seen that word written. Anyways.
I don't know what that means.
Can I get?
You can get all this stuff.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's money right there. Oh, just a second. I'm getting a phone call. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Alright, just 1 second. Hey, Mom. I'm streaming right now. Can I call you back a little bit later? Or at least, like, I'm not sure if we're actually Oh, okay, sounds good. Okay, have a good night, love you, bye. Ah! Oh no!
I'm the censor bar.
Ah! I forgot about the black box. Ah! Okay, there we go. We're good.
Uh-oh.
What? What do you mean, uh-oh?
It came back for a second.
Oh, okay. Alright, now we should be good.
Yay! I was the censor bar, so people couldn't read your lips. Because
Awesome.
our model tracking is so good that you could totally do that.
Absolutely. 100%.
Thanks, I did escape.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, Rene Arnaud.
I had a cat
Okay.
named Renee. Well,
Huh.
technically I did it. I had it for a little bit. Then it was my granddad's cat who only spoke French because it was from Montreal.
Oh.
And then we gave it to my aunt.
Nice.
She beats up Papa.
Oh
In like a loving, fun way.
no. Okay, fair enough. Then that's fine then.
Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
Huh. I wonder what that would have said if I'd succeeded. I'm just gonna have a quick look
If
inside.
you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Are we not supposed to be here?
Nothing incriminating catches your eye.
Technically, no.
The cabinets
Okay.
are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
I want to hit take the picture just to see what it looks like, but at the same time, it feels kind of mean. Like that could be someone's
Who's gonna
like
know?
family photo. Well, the fucking night watchman.
Well, maybe you can give it to him and be like, hey, I found this. I mean, the door was already open. It blew out. We picked it up.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man is young, dark-skinned, and dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is smiling playfully at the camera.
Why did you take that?
I'm making an artistic photo collage, Kim. It's the one thing you can't replace.
French cat sounds like a nightmare. Thank God my dog speaks English. We don't... My granddad insisted that the cats did not understand English and would only, like, react to French.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I've heard of dogs that have had, like, owners who are, you know, primarily French-speaking or Spanish-speaking or whatever. And it's like, they'll only respond to commands in those languages because that's all they know. So, I wouldn't be surprised
and
with
this cat
cats.
was from Montreal.
Yeah,
Quebec.
so it tracks. It tracks. It's like, I think I read somewhere that it's like, cows in different parts of the world moo differently. Like, cows have accents.
That's crazy.
It's-
That's crazy. That can't be real.
I'm pretty sure it's real. Let me look this up. Let me look this up real quick. We're doing our first Google search of the stream. It's only been 20 minutes. Do cows have accents? Researchers who study bovine behavior have recently discovered that cows, like humans, have different regional accents. Cows in a small herd may all sound very similar, while the same species on the other side of the country, or in another country, may have their own distinct accent. Cows can have accents. It's
Did
great.
Google
Also,
Gemini tell you that?
no, I specifically scroll away to make sure I'm not reading the AI comment.
Damn.
Yeah, that was from, I think I
refuse to
closed
believe.
the tab. It's from www.englishclub.com.
I refuse to believe.
I mean, you
When
can
I-
choose to refuse to believe, but all you're doing is
When
making the world a
I-
little bit less whimsical for yourself.
When I meet a cow that has an accent, then I'll believe it. Like space. Space isn't real either.
I mean, you'd have to go to a different country specifically to see cows.
Maybe I will one day.
You know, that you're right. It's like I don't know what the future holds. I mean, if I knew
I will say, whenever I think about, oh, I would love to go to Japan, one of the things I want to do is go to Hokkaido and have, like, Hokkaido milk. So that's, like, cow
Oh.
adjacent.
that
Maybe
is
I'll go
cow
see
adjacent.
some Hokkaido cows
Yeah.
to get some Hokkaido milk.
Heck
Some
yeah.
Hokkaido ice cream.
I love to imagine that Kim asks this question and Harry's just standing there, like, zoning out into space, and then all of a sudden, like, awareness just comes back into his face. He just turns to Kim and goes, "Hey, did you know that cows can have accents?" Just receiving messages.
Have you been listening to me? Have you been listening to me this whole time? And he just hears from, like, Harry.
Awesome. That's all that's playing in Harry's brain the entire game.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, I'm gonna say something about this man. Okay, you used the wrong word here. It's peaks, as in Piqueus. My interest.
Yeah, but this is Harry we're talking about.
That's true. He probably does
probably
think that it's
thinks
that
that's
it's
what
peaks.
Yeah.
Fine.
He
But
thinks
let's
that's how
move.
it's
I don't want to
spelled.
be seen snooping around here.
Actually, what if we just stayed for longer?
The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons.
Let's take a few deep breaths. We did almost have at least one panic attack today so far.
Stale air floods through your nostrils. Not a single mote of dust floats inside your lungs, though. The inside of the booth is immaculate.
Search for a little
Something,
something to
something.
help you out.
The drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers. They are slightly out of date.
Kim, would you mind if I help myself to some meds?
I'm not here to tell you what to do, detective.
Maybe let's not, because I can definitely see...
You want them.
You want them?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no repercussions.
Each
And
of
you're
the
gonna need 'em.
painkillers, They are yours now.
Let's read the side effects, just for
Oh
funsies.
boy, where
You
to
got so
start?
many.
Elevated risk of dementia, mini strokes, Prophet's disease, sudden death, hair death, erectile malfunction, critical flatulence, watery blood, black mucus, uncontrollable weeping, increased sensitivity to la opera, inoperable joint
Uncontrollable
disorder,
weeping sounds like a
total
fake.
spinal collapse.
Yeah. Total Spinal Collapse is the name of, like, the next big punk rock band.
Oh, hell yeah. See, I feel like whoever needs these, we've saved them.
Yes.
Because all that was going to happen to them. 100%.
Exactly, and now Harry's gonna experience it for them.
Maybe
Exactly.
This was a bad idea. You stand
Airport
and exit
security.
the
Are
booth.
you here for business or pleasure? Well, cows.
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 Okay. Oh.
You're thinking!
Is quietly covering the numerous wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here.
How hard, though?
Well, they went through 6 bottles of potent Pilsner, 3 bottles of Commodore Red, and almost 4 packs of cigarettes. It must have been pretty hard.
Did I do this?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
I must have been on an advanced scouting mission in the harbor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
that's definitely what you were doing, Harry.
Yes, this looks pretty advanced, alright. For now, let's just move on.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I can go down here. Nope. Okay, I think the only way we can go is back over here. I want to see if there's more stuff over in this direction.
I'm gonna warn you to save before you enter an area. Just
Okay.
because there's a spot coming up that can be like a quick killer.
I see. Noted.
There's also a quick save option, so you don't have to do a full save.
That is
Okay.
true. I feel
Look
like I
at that
don't...
container.
Cool. See faded industrial lettering on the platform. Gvalsund. Interesting.
I think you missed something if you care at all.
Oh, okay.
Down the stairs.
Oh, I did notice that there...
Tab to highlight things.
Oh, this. Okay.
A rustic
Also, if you
control
carry
panel with
around a
several
crowbar,
knobs, 2 buttons marked Mush
certain items will be
and
able to open.
Arrête
Oh,
are
cool,
favored
okay.
with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Marsh. On. Arrête. Off.
A ret does not mean off.
Yeah, that means stop. These basically just mean stop and go.
With a loud
I don't think
grind,
marsh.
the crane shifts
What did they
overhead,
say marsh
moving
means?
a massive metal container
Oh, they said it meant
through the
on.
air.
No, it means go.
It means go.
I thought this was a French game.
They could have been like, okay, well... The English speakers might not fully get it. Let's simplify this even more.
But it's just making us Canadians more mad because we know just enough to know that they're wrong.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled.
Elaborate?
Moving this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest.
Okay.
I can't see how that was worth the records, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Alright, well, let's
was
press
very
stop.
sad.
The crane does
Satisfying.
not return to its original position. It does not move at all.
Okay. Alright. I will change this.
You can have it in your other hand,
That's fair.
so you can hold 2 items at once. So you can always have
Yeah.
your
Always collect the bottles.
bottle collecting.
Always
and
get
always
into
have a
places I'm not
crowbar.
supposed to be.
Yeah, it'll highlight more items now if they're accessible with the crowbar.
Cool. Yes!
50 cents! It's just like that guy.
Yeah! Oh, just got a healing item. Kvalsund means Whalefjord in Arden. Interesting. What is
Before
this?
you stands a cargo container. Just one of many in the yard.
Hey, Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
You? Because I don't.
What? Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
It's cool. I was able to move this one.
It was hanging from the
You
crane.
just picked one out because you wanted to interact with a cargo container.
Calling out the player.
We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to get the body down from the tree.
All right,
No
we still
reply.
haven't done that yet.
No.
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked.
I wonder if I had something on my person that could help me open a door.
To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Persuade the door to open.
Erratic yet thorough.
All right, well, I'll take my chances.
Yeah, just
Why
ask.
are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because getting physical wasn't an option.
Because what wasn't an option?
Using my body over my wits.
Body
Now
over
is not
my
the time
wits.
to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
All right, well, we got this down for some reason.
Yeah, we just have to put all of our points into rhetoric now.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get a rhetoric outfit to up our chances even more.
Shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. The speaker tower is silent. There's no work to organize in the yard below. Huh?
Blue.
Blue? Why is it blue?
That means that means it's unlocked with the crowbar.
Oh,
It wouldn't have highlighted if you didn't have it.
fair enough. Alright. Ultra Series gloves, +1 half-light. Huh.
I think
What are
your gloves
these?
right now are interfacing, yeah.
Yeah. For ultimate performance efficiency, these Fallon Ultra Series gloves come fingerless and with a grippy padding covering the palms, making these ideal for quadrupedal movements or for lifting cargo.
Quadrupedal movement. Yeah, that's what they're designed for.
Yeah,
For sure, for sure.
to just crawl around on all fours. Admittedly, that is kind of fun. It's specifically, like, bear crawling, where it's like, you're not on your knees, like, your legs are straight out too, and you just kind of fucking go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we used to do
I
that
think
in
you can
karate
do that in
class all
Death
the time.
Stranding.
Ah, cool.
And, like,
Industrial
climb
size
mountains and
thermos.
stuff.
Wait. What do you... Industrial size thermos? These two things are thermoses?
I mean, that's what Harry thinks they are.
Fair enough. Hi. Who are you?
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
You should get away from there. It looks like you're gonna fall.
The lyrics to this
What do
container
you mean?
song are being made up as he goes along.
Look,
You ever do that?
Man moves just wrong enough getting up from there, and he is dead. Life over. Restart.
The
Nah,
accent
he'd
is
be
so thick,
fine.
it's
He'd catch
impossible not
himself.
to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Tiny Man is so engaged in his work that he doesn't notice you. Hi!
Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
I like this guy.
The look in his
I
deep
also
blue
like Leo.
eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
A shadow passes over his kind face. What is it with you people and scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
Fair point. He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
We've found that out, actually, I believe.
Yeah.
There was that one guy who had the cool hat and the mustache.
Yeah!
right? We talked to him. He didn't like scab.
No. Which, understandable, they do kind of completely undercut strikes
Yeah.
and makes it harder for everyone to get better wages. It's like, I get it, but also, people do gotta eat. I wanna know more about what the fuck Ubi is.
Oh yes, born and raised in
Ubisoft.
Irish, mister.
Yo!
I had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No sir, those are just nasty rumors.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Alright, cool. So what are you doing with the containers? I mean, I can assume from what you were singing, but let's ask anyways.
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes I am, yes I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
He waves at the containers towering behind him. This is a red check, cannot be retried. I mean, our odds are pretty decent.
They are.
Everything
Damn.
is so pretty and red. You and Leo look like brothers as you glance around with similar childlike wonder.
Wow, red is so much prettier than drab old green.
Sure is, mister. Sure is. Really livens up the place. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
I had to
Good.
break this bonding moment, but the red containers mean they are replacing the company livery with the union livery, which means this strike isn't gonna stop anytime soon.
I see. Well, I mean, we know where everyone is.
Do we?
I mean, yeah, because they're all at the strike, right?
I think there was like only 2 people at the strike. All the other ones were the people who wanted to work.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
He leans in with a confidential look.
We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
Damn, that's a long strike.
So no
That
one
is
is
a
working?
long strike.
Not everyone.
Have
is
you ever
down
had to
now,
go
of
on
course.
strike?
Mr. Evrard is in his office. where they all
Not
like
myself.
him, And Jean-Luc is
Like-
guarding the gate.
I've had strikes, like, impact my life in different ways, but I've never actually been the one striking.
I was on strike once.
Oh.
I didn't know much about what was going on. They just said, "Hey, don't come in anymore." And I was like, "Okay."
Okay.
And eventually I got to go in again, and I was like, "Okay."
Fair enough. I mean, I think... It's like, there's one strike that we both were kind of impacted by, but I don't know if talking about it is, like, getting a little too close to doxing us.
Yeah, that's true.
But, yeah, there was, like, a fairly long strike that impacted both Val and I a couple years back. And it kind of just meant that we just, like, hung out for, I think it was, like, a month and a half or 2 months, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty long.
Mm-hmm. It's, I know that a lot of people around me at the time were upset about it, but then I'm like, well, it's just giving me more time to write and hang out with my friends, so, like...
I was the same. I thought the exact same thing. I was like, I'm just sort of chilling. I can
Yeah.
work on other stuff.
Exactly, it's like... I understand why people were upset, but also I was just like, hey, I've just been given infinite free time for as long as this lasts. Like, I'm not gonna complain about that.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Evrard sent them on a nice vacation for a week or so.
He stops, but seems eager to tell you more. Tell me the gossip.
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
He smiles and leans
But-
closer.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Evrard telling them to take some time off.
But what did they actually do? I'm not gonna ask, did they kill someone, because then it's like... then it's a little too obvious.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
true.
The boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. Well, that's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Okay, what was that laugh, sir?
Easy,
He laughs
easy.
like a little gnome.
Let's keep this on the hardies.
I love him.
Did they kill a mercenary? You know... Just a second. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to go with. Because on one hand...
Do you want to solve the murder? Or do you want to learn about Leo's time in middle
It's-
school?
It's such a difficult question.
The game is like, we are going to give you options here.
Two. You know what? Let's try to solve the murder, because I did just play with a crane. So, like, this balances it out.
Too late.
Yeah, you had some
Leo's
fun.
mouth is still moving, and the words are spewing forth. Words, words, and look, even more words. This guy could go on till the end of days.
Chat at me whenever I get rambling on the starting soon screen for like 15 minutes straight.
Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who, no, he already switched to a prized fishing rod he apparently owned at some point. You know what? Just cut in there with your questions.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask, do you work here? Because, well, fucking obviously. What's in that container over
Oh,
there?
that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
I see.
But do we believe that as the player?
You know, fair point, fair point. I mean, the game would not let us interact with this or, like, try to get the door open if there wasn't something in there, you know?
Yeah.
It's a point and click game. It's got to be there for some reason.
Told you.
I'll have the last laugh,
Shut
Kim.
up.
Just you fucking
Shut
wait.
Up.
Oh, you
Okay, so
are
look
Mr.
for the leader.
Everett then. He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
He coughs, then continues immediately.
Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find this man.
Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course.
He places the 2 joint containers on your right. Okay, thank you very much for your help, Leo.
Bye-bye now.
What a nice dude.
Okay, I would save here before you go in there.
Oh, it auto-saved.
Oh. Well then.
I'm still gonna quick save just to be safe. Okay.
You get to meet the best character in the game.
You did warn me before the stream started that you were gonna leave it up to me whether you were being facetious or not. So the coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. I don't know a ton about Canada, but for some reason I recall something about French Canadians being annoying or obnoxious. Do you know any similar stereotype? I have heard this stereotype, yes.
It's a very common stereotype. I've met very nice people from Quebec and Montreal. I work with people from there, and
Oh
they're
god,
lovely.
same.
I've been in Montreal and had people throw garbage at my feet because I was speaking English to my mom. So, you know, you give
Yeah.
and take a little, like any people.
Exactly.
Any other people, they can all act how they like.
That's basically what it boils down to. It's like most French people are like most French Canadians, I would say, very, very nice. But then you get a few who
Very
are just
normal.
assholes. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you get a few and it's like, oh, this is wait. What is this? Oh. Oh, there are
It's like a
stairs.
staircase, and it's
Okay.
weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Hi, sir.
Before you is a walrus of a man.
What's with that
seated behind
picture?
A large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
It's the best character in the game. It's
Why does
Everard.
Why does he look like that?
Mr. Everard.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply
Look how
stares
he's
at
sitting.
you.
You know what? Business types like these prefer the direct approach, so
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
he gestures to a tiny chair opposite to his giant desk.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
Man relaxes into his chair and
I'd
continues.
offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He
Sure.
looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
The lieutenant nods at you, and then the chair. Is this why this is instant death? Do we get so uncomfortable in the fucking chair that it could kill Harry?
Who knows?
That is what it is,
Whatever
isn't it?
He has in store for you. It can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Well, I'm gonna take my chances with the fucked up chair.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Try to wink back?
Oh yeah, because he's winking at you.
Yeah, he gives me a sly wink.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable
wanna
chair
deal.
in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically
It
huge.
should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead.
I think
Thank
you owe Gart 60, right?
Yeah, it's like 60 bucks. I think it was
You wanna know
originally
how much is
100.
on the check, does it say?
Wow, that's 25 real.
Oh, okay.
That's good money. You need it.
Wait, you know Guard?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Yeah, this guy seems kind of slimy.
You don't have to take it if you don't want. If you get bad vibes from him,
But at the same time, we do really fucking need the money. Those bottles aren't getting us all that much.
well, you haven't deposited them yet.
That's true, but I don't even know how many I have at the moment.
What thoughts are you having right now? Like, are you cooking up in your brain?
I got rigorous self-critique, and that's it.
I see. I'll leave it up to you.
You know what? This guy's vibes are entirely off.
They are.
And I feel like this is gonna come back to bite us later, where he's gonna be like, oh, well, you can't do shit to me because you took this money and it turns out that it was gotten illegally. So now I have blackmail over you.
Now, are you going to be kind when you don't take it, or are you gonna tell him to shove it up his ass?
Oh, it would be so funny to tell him to shove it up his ass, but the thing is, like, he seems like an important figure here. I don't want to make an enemy out of him. So it's like, you know what? Thank you for the offer, but, keep it. I'm good.
Okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then.
He crosses his arm on his ample midsection and sinks further into his chair.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
Why are you putting so much emphasis on that? It sounds like you're not actually talking about a gun when you do that.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
Yeah, because we did have a panic attack over that earlier.
We
When
did.
he said, don't worry, he actually meant, be very worried.
I would appreciate any help you could provide.
Are you all right, Harry? You seem anxious. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right.
I don't
It's
trust
not
when he
like you
says
left
that,
it
though.
loaded.
Yeah,
You
no.
didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Oh, you have my fucking gun, don't you?
It sounds like he might have your gun.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Don't
Okay.
panic.
Well, that's not going to fucking work. So I'm turning to Kim. Kim.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Okay, well, I guess we have no choice.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
So what? Men can cry too.
They can.
They can. I don't think now is the situation for it, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to cry in front of that guy.
No, I'm not giving him the satisfaction of seeing us cry. We can, like, trip and eat shit in front of those kids earlier, but, like, this is a guy who has actual power over people. Like, I'm not letting him find any sort of weakness. Not about to
Mr.
cry.
Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
The large man snaps his fingers, but to no effect. You're in some stupor. Keep sliding down the chair like a jello shot.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
I think I've been having a medical emergency since this morning.
Yeah.
Kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Oh yeah, man, I'm fucking great. Keep sliding. Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water.
I'm melting.
I'm melting. Fuck, it's like, I want to play this at least somewhat seriously,
I love to. I love to.
but at the same time.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
Thanks, Kim.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Love to imagine that as Kim is talking, like, Harry is still, like, slowly sliding off the chair.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
Could you help me get a dead body down from a tree?
I mean, that's one of the reasons why we came. Is to
Exactly.
ask them, since we couldn't get it down ourselves.
Yeah.
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
You're a community leader. Help your community out.
Yeah.
See, on one hand, I want to do this one because it adds the pressure, but then on the other hand, it feels kind of like, you know that one part in the first Ace Attorney game? Like, it's the 4th case, where Phoenix just, like, confronts Von Karma on his own in, like, a secluded location with incriminating
Yeah.
evidence, and then immediately gets fucking tased because of it. Like,
Yeah.
it feels
And
like
then
we might
the
be
evidence
risking a
stolen.
similar result here.
Yeah.
But also I love, yeah, the belt thing. The other thing is, though, it's like this one we figured out because of a check, so it feels like it has a better chance of succeeding.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know,
I
look
can
up with this.
certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
He picks up the handset of a radio phone to his right, then clicks a button.
Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down.
Okay, Vesta, you gotta move. You're in front of the screen.
Do you remember who John Luke was?
No. Was that one of the, was that the guy that we talked to about the strike?
It's the guy who goes by Measurehead,
Oh, right!
who wants everybody to become racist.
I see. Okay.
And Jean, please take it easy with the race science. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race science.
Hell of a thing when you have to tell someone that. He hangs
Like
up
every
and...
time you talk to them.
Yeah. He hangs up and turns back to
can
you.
find Jean-Luc down at the gates. He's the big, impressive one. You know, tattoos, muscles, ethnic looking. Can't miss him. Great guy.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got in? I don't think you should have been expecting us.
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age.
My body's gonna break down any moment now. Probably pushed it to the limit. A man of my age? What are you implying? I'm at the peak of my abilities.
Yes, yes, Harry. You are obviously in peak physical condition, and I salute both your initiative and your physical prowess. Very impressive, Harry. Very impressive. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
Okay, interesting. Something that we should probably keep in mind in the future.
He's like the florist from
From Yakuza.
Yakuza.
Yeah! Okay, we can worry about the rest of these later, but I want to talk about the hanging while we're talking about the body.
Oh, of course.
Mm.
That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help you, like I'm helping you with the body. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
I sense there's a but.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
So why won't you?
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
Kim, is that true? Are we door-opening machines?
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
If you have to clarify that, it might be a little bit shady, sir.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
That is a decent idea, to be honest. Why don't
But do
you
you
just...
really want to be in? Like, do you want to do favors for this guy?
Not particularly. But it's like, if it
Like,
does
what kind
get
of
us...
favors could they be?
It's true. And then it's like... I'm gonna ask these 3 first before making my decision. Well, first off, we'll start with this. Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
Okay, what do you mean by a weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
Is this gonna be the guy that's in charge of the scabs?
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
Why don't you just open it yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
I'll refuse the task for now. It sounds like that's something I can go back on, and accepting the task is not, so we'll see how desperate things get.
Of course, Harry, I understand. But if that's the case, I don't think we'll ever find your gun.
Oh,
Even
god damn it.
worse, we won't be able to speak like equals about the murder.
This guy sucks.
Perhaps this was just bad timing for you. Know that you can always come back to me. I really hope you do. For your sake, my sake, and for your gun's sake too.
Yes, we
Are you
both
threatening me?
understand what you meant.
He sure
This
is.
may be the only way, he thinks. I won't hold it against you. In fact, we probably should reconsider later.
You called me Mr. Dubois. Why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
So that's really my name?
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
My memory's fine, actually. I'm just testing you. just a funny joke. Thanks, Squall. Wait, is that Squall? I don't...
Titus.
Okay, I don't know Final Fantasy.
Squall don't have voice, technically. in the
I see.
original. He got one later, when they changed his name to Leon.
Oh. Damn, that's a bit of a downgrade. I like it when characters in video games just have weird-ass names that nobody in real life would ever have.
Also, a lot of Final Fantasy protagonists are named after, like, weather. Like Cloud,
Oh, yeah.
Lightning, Squall, Titus.
Mm-hmm. That's...
In
I never
Kingdom
put it
Hearts,
together
they
with
say
Titus's
he
name
changed
before.
His name to Leon.
Fair enough,
Titus
fair
is
enough.
named after the tide, even though technically it's pronounced Titus, but the official translation's wrong.
I see.
Because obviously he's named after the tide. There's
Yeah.
beaches everywhere in the game. He swims for a living. Anyway.
Yeah, it makes more sense for him to be Titus in that case.
Yeah.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out with my big fat folder.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
The lieutenant inspects Everard over his spectacles.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
So where did you get that?
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
Alright,
Do you know my name?
we have a good chance of getting this.
You do. And it could get worse if you ask the wrong things.
That is true. Well, technically we didn't just jump to it.
Yeah, you had a little bit of a buffer.
Okay, let's go.
As you look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand Is he trying to hide that it's not a real RCM folder? It certainly doesn't have the RCM stamp on it.
That's not an RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. It continues. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So the census says my name is Harry Dubois.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
Okay, what's in the container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
Well, there's something special about it. It was attached to the Kvalson crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening
We
the-
did that already!
You should at least try convincing it.
I'm gonna leave now, but we might talk again later, because I feel like if we go into the Lost Gun, Harry's just gonna have another panic attack. We still haven't, like, gotten desperate enough for this. All of this is stuff we've already talked about, so let's just
we
go.
got
Wait.
what we needed.
You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Great. Wouldn't want to get stuck in here.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Huh. Alright, well,
Now you can leave the way you came.
cool. Taxidermy fish that tells time. Can I go behind this? No, okay. That's just talking
Gotta
with him
find
again.
those hidden stairs.
Oh god, that's right. Why did they do this? Alright, well. Got that sorted. Hey, Kim, what do you gotta say
Yes.
about this?
If Kim has anything to say about something that you've seen or something, he'll have a little, thing at the
okay.
top of his portrait.
Fair enough. Alright, then let's, head out.
It's raining.
It's raining. Get in the pizza van, Michael. Just kind of looking around to see if there's anything I missed. I don't think there is.
I don't think so. You're pretty thorough.
Yeah, now it's just to figure out how the fuck I get back.
Look at all those containers.
There's so many. Sometimes
I don't think I would like to work here.
Yeah, it's like I was about to say, like, sometimes I wish that there was, like, a program you could be a part of where it's like, you just kind of do a job for, like, maybe a month, and then that's it. Because I feel like I'd enjoy it for, like, the first month, and then it would just be hell on earth. I mean, that's how a lot of jobs are, I find. Where it's like, you do them for the first little bit, and you're like, oh, this is awesome, this is super interesting, but it's like, once you've done it enough, it's, oh, this is its own
Basically
location.
Trades work.
I guess, but, like, even in the trades, it's like, you go into, like, one specific trade. You're doing, like, the same thing in, like, the same place.
Right.
What I'm talking
Yeah,
about
I'm
is,
not
like,
a fan of repetition either. I don't like that.
yeah, it's like, I wish that there was a thing where you could just be like, hey, I've done this kind of work, I've done this kind of work, and I've done this kind of work. If they have, like, any kind of, like, temporary positions, just sign me up for them.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if that was how, like, one job could work. Radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds. Oh, what are you? What are you?
It's a book.
La Fumée, Volume 1, Number 4. Okay, cool. Oh, interact. The leading intellectual organ of Martinet's communism offers a radical Mazovian perspective on a range of contemporary issues. The cover features a stylized portrait of the late King Frizzle with a pair of white antlers growing out of his head. Oh, also, I don't think we ever looked at this. Oh, right. No, we did.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Frizzle. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Why antlers?
Because white antlers are one of the symbols of communism. They represent a society in accord with the natural world and at the same time above it.
Huh. I wonder if that's just like the communism in this particular world, or if
Yeah,
that's
I
also
don't
something
know.
in our world.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a thing that we have.
Mm-hmm. Because, like, I've never heard of that. Like, to
neither.
me, the only communism symbols are, like, the sickle and the hammer.
Mm.
So why Frizzle?
Because Frizzle was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
Okay, let's flip through the pages and see what catches my
To
eye.
your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention.
Damn.
Just column after
Damn.
column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections: international developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Let's read it.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée, unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel. La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
Kim, I think this is a communist magazine!
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Alright, what do they have to say about international developments?
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd. Face it, you really aren't interested in foreign affairs. You're not even sure where most of these countries are. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
I mean, the bear wrestling sounded pretty cool.
The bear wrestling did sound pretty fucking badass. Alright, let's see local concerns.
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer G. Martin accusing the owner of the Capeside apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Okay, Vesta, you need to move. I'm trying to read about communism. I'm not gonna do either of these because that's kind of fucked up. Charging rent just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous. I feel that.
Speaks in paying rent.
Speaks in paying rent.
The writer G. Martin remarks dryly that capitalists love wealth redistribution, so long as it's only redistributed upward. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Okay, well, Kim was probably onto something when they mentioned, like, yeah, this union is probably, like, bankrolling this fucking magazine, because it's like, yeah, it turns out, like, all the headlines are just about this particular strike.
Yeah, really.
It's like, yeah, it's pretty goddamn obvious at that point. Well, we've read these two already. Might as well read the whole fucking thing.
It takes a moment,
Sure.
but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture. As you leaf through
Fine.
this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS.
Why does that sound familiar to me?
I don't know.
I feel like we've seen something that had CS, like, written on it.
The main feature, though, is a long essay titled
Was it
Tip Top
the
Tournée, a
graffito?
critical Mazovian.
Oh, it could be. So is CS just this world's version of Banksy?
Maybe.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
Okay, so we're not gonna go into that? Alright, alright,
It's
keep your
not.
secrets.
The actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming a page or two, you gather that it has something to do with motor carriage racing. If you don't follow it, you only ever hear about the ludicrous sponsorships and obscene death toll.
Alright, let's see what these communists have to say about Tip Top.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season. Maybe
You know,
sprinkled
I
with
wouldn't
some
think
nice
anything in
anecdotes
this
about
magazine
a
would be
few of the more
relaxing.
colourful
No, no, I don't think so.
Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tournée.
This man's getting the experience of when you like a really mainstream show and you decide to look at the tags for it on Tumblr.
Yeah.
Wait, what's wrong with Tip Top?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships. And then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes.
What's wrong with a good motor crash? They keep it interesting.
I mean, I wonder if you interviewed, like, NASCAR fans and asked them, what's keeping you watching NASCAR? Is it all the left turns? Or is it the chance that you might see a crash? We might be terrified of the answer.
I mean, I don't know about NASCAR fans, but I know that my mom and my brother are really into Formula One racing. And it seems that a lot of the
Is that one where
focus...
they drive straight?
Yeah, I think so. Or at least, like, it's like a different kind of, like, tournament than NASCAR is, at least. And it seems like a lot of the focus there is mostly on, like, the drivers themselves and, like, the drama that they get into, like, behind the scenes and stuff.
Honestly fair. I could never get into NASCAR, even though a bunch of my family really liked it, because I just could not get over the fact that you're just watching cars make left turns for, like, 600 laps.
That's fair, that's fair. I feel like it's a little bit like sports where you have to be at least somewhat, like, interested in either, like, the team as a whole or, like, a couple specific guys and seeing how well
Yeah.
they do. Like, you need that sort of personal connection first before you can really enjoy it, I think.
The only times I've cared was when some YouTubers that I like bought a sponsorship, So one of the cars had their logo on it, and they had a sticker on the back, and it said, you just got passed. And then it crashed in, like, its first race.
Oh
The second time I was interested was when Ghost sponsored a car, and you could buy a model of the car, but I never was able to find it.
no! I am obsessed with the fact that you can just fucking buy a sticker to put on a NASCAR car. Like, I've never considered that. I thought we should do that. Get all the people watching NASCAR in on our streams.
I just love the thought of a NASCAR car having, you just got passed on the back of it. I love that.
Yeah. Oh, that car was an angel taken from us too soon.
Way too soon.
Oh, man. Hang on, who wrote this
Oddly
stuff?
enough, this article has 2 bylines. Nestep and
Two?
Kalana Bernal.
2.
Exilus Buka. There's no way those are real names.
Wait, why aren't they real?
Have you ever met anyone named Exilus? Come on, they're plainly pseudonyms.
What's wrong with a good car crash? I guess I have to say this one because it's like, nah, I can understand the thing with the sponsorships. I love Harry being like, yeah, I can understand how sponsorships fucking suck, but what's wrong with people crashing their car?
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest.
That is what we were just fucking talking about, huh?
It is. Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for.
Wow, you're right. I really am just in it for the violence.
You see, one cannot avoid the conclusion that Tip Top Tourney is simply the apotheosis of spectacular entertainment under capitalism.
Hey Cam, did you know that Tip Top Tourney is actually an organistic ritual of capitalistic destruction? I had no idea.
I can safely say the thought had never crossed my mind, Detective.
I wonder what else is really just a metaphor for life under capitalism.
I'm sure most things are, if the young men who wrote this article are to be believed. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
We've learned something new about Kim. He is definitely not a communist.
You flip
Add
back
that
to
to the
front
notes.
of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Alright, I think that's enough
Did
of
you
that.
just spend an hour reading a magazine?
Yep.
Hey,
All you're thinking.
Who? Me?
yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
I love the difference between we should all stop building love to love has worked out really well for me. I'm a love winner. You know what? I'm picking that answer just for the phrase, I'm a love winner.
Good. We need tender men like you building gargantuan communism. Word on the street is this goes
So-
to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted by human beings.
Wow.
Is that right?
That's some pretty big communism right there. How come there's word on the
You
street?
keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pockets, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
I don't think we've said that.
I don't think we've said that. Also, I love that if we had taken that check, we would be one of these people that has to be impaled. Because we would
So I
have...
think your model's frozen.
Aw, no, not again! Okay, I'll go to BRB just real quick. Because I have to, like, completely unplug my goddamn mic. Also, I think that they may not be able to hear you on this screen. Okay, calibrate. Come on. Camera off. Camera on. Recalibrate. Come on, VTube Studio. You can do it! You can do it, please! There we go.
Novella with her VTube Studio.
Activating combat mode.
Basically, I don't know why it's doing this, because for a little while, my webcam was completely fine. Like, it did this maybe, like, once or twice on a couple of streams, and then never again, and I was like, oh, okay, it must have just been, like, a little bit of, like, temporary weirdness. There's probably been an
Like every
update,
stream.
it's gotten fixed, and now it's, like, every single stream.
That sucks.
Anyways,
Maybe there's a new update.
maybe. Anyways, I never said to murder all human beings.
Okay, not in so many words, but don't deny it. You're about to rip off that mask of social democracy and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that will devour and masticate mankind. Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Love the idea that Harry's inner monologue is saying this, and then Harry's like, wait, what's
But
communism?
What is that?
Failure. It's about failure.
So communism sounds tasty. Hiya, 100th Assassin, welcome to the stream.
Hello, hello.
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist.
You're really hyping
Yeah, I
this
totally
up
got
here,
all of
Brain.
that.
Huh?
I totally caught all of that.
Love that the Angry Birds theme is now the new, like, no thoughts, head empty music.
Now get to work, comrade.
Okay, do we
Are you
want
his
to be a
comrade?
communist?
Do you? Do you want to kill everybody who has more than 25 real?
I mean, the guy we just spoke to definitely has more than 25 real. I don't know if he needs to die, though.
What about Kim? Does he look like he might have more than 25 real?
He does. I've got to opt out.
Very well. I guess no one will build communism then. Tell the working man it's over, unless anyone has objections. Anyone? Anyone else? There's no one. There's no one. Okay then, lie down and let the water carry you downstream.
Goodbye, communism.
I wonder if,
New thought.
like,
Rigorous
any of your other thoughts were
self-critique.
down with communism, they would have something to say there.
Oh, could be.
Here it is. Hard facts from the man you are. You once jerked off in the locker room and were caught. You
Well, don't
held
do it
a
there,
young
then.
woman by the arm and kept her in your apartment for 20 minutes against her will. That's right. These are not flights of fancy. These are real deeds, Harry, emerging from the darkness of your past. You tried shooting a fleeing suspect in the foot, but hit him in the pelvis, crippling him for life. And, above all, you let life defeat you. All the gifts your parents gave you, all the love and patience of your friends, you drowned in a neurotoxin. You let misery win, and it will keep on winning till you die, or overcome it.
Damn.
Well, do you get any bonuses from this?
Bonus from the thoughts. Int and Psy red check failures heal 1 morale, and Fizz and Mont red check failures heal 1 health. That's pretty good, I would say.
Maybe if you fail a lot of red checks, but do you want to fail red checks?
I mean, I don't, but it's nice to have in case I do. Also,
That's true.
learning cap for pain threshold increased to 6.
Hey.
So that's something, I suppose.
So now
Okay.
if you want any more spots to think about things, to unlock them, you need to use skill points when they come along.
Okay, fair
or
enough.
you can use a skill point to forget things.
Makes sense. Alright, a standard office file cabinet. The drawers seem to be locked. And someone left the coffee machine on. The dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient.
Oh.
That's no fucking good. What's this? A postcard.
A postcard. All
Interesting.
postcards are good for is to sell later.
I see. How the fuck do I get out of here? Oh, there's the door. Okay. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Every worker, member of the board is written at the top of the flyers. And at the bottom, the union logo and demand democracy.
So now we just gotta
Alright.
talk to Measurehead and
And we get the body.
tell
Oh,
him to get that body down.
hi, ma'am. Oh, hi, Measurehead.
Your boss said you have to listen to us, please.
Hello, sir. Please do not kill us.
Body betrays your degeneracy.
Okay, great start.
My body got me in to see your boss, though.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
My body does not betray my degeneracy. Okay, I'm going to do what my brain tells me.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Crazy thing to call someone.
Very crazy thing to call someone. My body is unimportant. I'm with the police and have police business with you.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al-Ghul.
That said, internalizing capitalistic communism would be wild. We did have the chance to, but it's like, I don't know what that would have gotten us.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You
Oh, he's saying
cannot
alcohol,
see it,
right?
but others can. It is making
It's just
the
Harry
woman in my
misunderstanding it.
company sick.
Kim, is it really so bad?
It's not good.
Okay.
It's like a rat crawled into
Damn,
your
we need a
stomach,
mint.
got drunk and drowned.
You're right, I'm an alcoholic. Now I need you to cooperate with me.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
What the fuck does that mean, sir?
Show him the ham still got it.
The race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me do my job, please.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass via for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
Your boss told you not to do this.
Eugenics,
Yeah.
Electricity, and powerful weapons
You were
of war,
specifically told!
tanks and aerostatic aircraft.
I'm gonna
You
tell
made
on you.
great gains in metallurgy,
I'm
raised
gonna tell
in
Dad.
statecraft.
Ew, I don't want Everard to be my dad.
No, I also don't want Everard to be my dad.
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Okay. I don't want to agree with him. I also don't want to say this. You were supposed to be helping! You know what? We might die. It's better than agreeing with this guy about all this weird race stuff.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
Yes, because this always ends in a great fucking way. That's never ended badly.
Bring your troops to the Siminan Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you.
Sir, you just fucking met me!
Your boss told you to help me!
Your boss specifically told you to help me and to not talk about race wars. And what's the first thing you do? You don't help me and you talk about race wars. Going by disco logic, it would give you the power that money is for the people, wealth to be shared. So my guess is it permanently unlocks the option to ask people for change.
The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Look, man!
Everard told you to help us.
Everard
get the
just
body
told
down
you to
from
help
the
us.
tree.
So it was. You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior. Then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, and I will remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
Yay!
Yes. Cunning. That's absolutely what it was, and not just me wandering around blindly, not knowing that that was where your boss was.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
But
Is she?
while I am gone,
Wait.
someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
Okay, well that causes some fucking problems. Because you could then tamper with the crime scene. I would prefer if you didn't fucking do that. Also, I wonder if the woman who's, like, Measurehead's babe is, not Kuno, but the chick. I wonder if that's her
The
mom.
chick?
Yeah, the girl
Oh.
kid. I don't remember her name.
Kunoise.
Oh, is that what her name is?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe she's like Kunoise's mom, because she has like the reddish hair and the freckles, just like she does.
Oh. Yeah, her portrait does look a little similar.
Mm-hmm.
That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union's side.
Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that?
This is the comfortable result of not taking it on ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Okay.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. He's mysterious.
You know
like
what?
babe.
Just
See that they stay here
Shut
all the
up.
time.
shut up! He's totally gonna fucking tamper with that crime scene, isn't he?
Who knows?
I mean, we did just say, like, hey, we think your guys may have done it.
Measurehead as he leaves.
Like, he has good reason to try and fucking hide evidence. Kuno and Tuno. Two.
That sound clip is so bad. It's you can barely understand them.
Yeah.
You mostly just hear the music.
Uh-huh. I wonder how hard it would be to just get, like, the raw audio file of that line, like, from the game files.
I wonder
Like-
if you can, like, turn off music in the game.
Oh, maybe. That feels like something that we would have to do ourselves, though, and that seems like a lot of work.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not as easy as Sonic Adventure 2, where all of the audio is just their own audio files that you can just replace in the video game.
I
With
love
whatever
that.
you want.
I love any video game that just lets you, like, go into the files and just mess around with shit. It's like, what was that one fucking fashion game that Salty DK Dan played? Where they changed, like, a bunch of the textures.
You are fashion designer or something?
Yeah, that one.
Fashion star.
Yeah, the one where they added the fucking purple guy.
The purple guy?
The purple guy!
It's the purple guy!
Alright. The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
Yeah, we're just trying to keep things from going to shit.
Have you ever thought that maybe things should go to shit? I'm Katya, by the way.
You make a good argument, ma'am.
Katya.
Katya.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I also wish I could see it.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Evron's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
Yes, I'm an unbelievably corrupt cop. I am corrupt every opportunity I get. I'll just say, you know, that's none of your business is well, no, that just eggs him on.
I'll work with whoever I want.
Feels like a bad response,
A
maybe.
shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then, the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
Welcome, Gambit.
Oh,
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
We didn't side with shit.
I don't think we did that.
We just wanted you to get the body down from the tree like your boss asked you to.
Yeah, we asked your boss to get you to do something and you did it.
Yeah, and he specifically told you, no talking about race wars. And look what you've done. Alright, there has been no side choosing. We did what we had to do to keep order.
What you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see.
Do you want to subscribe to his
No.
advanced?
No, I would prefer not to, actually.
I love that it's still an option even after you've got him to do your thing.
Yeah, for no reason we can decide, yeah, you know what, actually, after hearing you break whatever the fuck you broke over there, being racist sounds awesome, actually. Also, isn't Everett white?
Oh, don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
He turns his eyes towards the harbor, seemingly bored with you.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Yeah, but you still serve him. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. he has the will to confront International Capital, which is something your race naivistic communists never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Yeah, well, you see, my jam is a mysterious fourth thing.
Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
Race has little to do with word that could get you disappeared on YouTube. Jesus. I got it from disco, actually.
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine.
Hell yeah.
It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
On one hand, I want to ask who these people are, because I want to get the world building. I don't want to hear it from this guy.
You want to learn it from him, yeah.
Looks to the distance.
I love that my success at becoming a
72%
racist
chance.
is high. Huh?
I said 72% chance.
Yeah, we have a 72% chance to become racist if we keep talking to this guy, so let's just go. Who are you?
Go
Oh,
look
I
at
don't
the
get
body.
to talk to you.
Yeah, you can't talk to them.
Alright, well. Oop. Okay, well that's not where we need to go. Hey dude, you probably don't have anything new to say to me. Unless you do.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
Complete shit. I think it was nice enough.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
He notes solemnly, then turns to you, a wide smile adorning his face.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Any idea who killed the hangman?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
Well, that's no help at all, thank you.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
Good talking to you, gotta run. Mario is a hard-working man doing an honest job.
When you wait to the body, you can drop off your bottles.
That is true. That would be... Is this the place?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Freet. Freet.
Freet. Okay.
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine.
$1.
Money appears with a satisfying jingle.
You got a
You're
dollar.
A richer man now.
I am nowhere close to paying off my fucking debt. Killer roses, dozens of them. Tulips, too. I'm not buying anything at the moment. Because I still gotta... I think I've got enough healing items. And we're probably gonna go to bed pretty soon, I would assume. Because, I mean, it is already, like, 6 o'clock in-game. Okay. Well, What's up, Kuno?
So you tried to kill Kuno's girl? What's up with that? You want to talk about it?
What?
Yeah, kind of got caught up in the moment.
Do this shit again, and Kuno's gonna climb in your room at night with a knife.
Okay. He points towards the whirling in rags and whispers.
Kuno knows where you sleep. The pig who fucked his window up. I'm gonna climb in through that balcony. Put the fucking knife in you. Yeah. I've been in your room.
Alright! Cool! Thanks, Kuno!
Could we arrest him?
Pals? shoot that shit at Kuno. Let's have a jolly time.
Okay, we're friends now, I guess.
The determination in his voice
I guess?
leaves little room for doubt in his sincerity. He means every word. Needs to be taken seriously.
I would prefer if you didn't threaten me.
One word out of you, pig shite, and you're locked out of the Kuno experience forever. You hear me?
You hear the Kuno?
No.
Oh, I would
you
love
don't
to be a
need
part of the
ever
Kuno
talk
experience.
To these little shitheads again. It's much more.
Yeah, I don't think
important
we
to
need that
prove to this
experience.
kid you're a man, a big man.
No, I want to. I want to be cool with Kuno.
I do want to be
Kuno
cool
seems
with
like
Kuno.
the coolest kid here.
I mean, to be fair, we've only met 2 of them. Wait, haven't we met 3? Like, the girl that was near the bookstore? Like, she was actually nice.
Yeah, she's a kid. But is
Yeah.
she cool?
I'd say she's cool just for the fact that she's not threatening to stab me in the middle of the night. Alright, I hear you, Kuno.
And you're back in business with the Kuno. Now what is it?
Kuno is a merciful king, kind to his wayward subjects.
What do you know about the body?
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Cam, help me out here. What do we want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
Okay, so do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
I meant who he was, before he died?
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone.
Do you know how it got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it happening?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Oh, okay. Where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking
He looks around trying to come up with something.
Mesco, or I don't know, some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Where is Night City?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Okay, cool. Where's the rest of his armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
A little scared at where this conversation is about to go, but, a mutant?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno
Okay.
doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
What? Wait, what do you mean threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
He performs a kickoff on the imaginary helmet.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
You threw it in the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
I don't know why it's so funny to me to have this kid, of all people, say that they're a fucking monk.
You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
What do you mean, troubadour?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around
Cows?
pretending like he cared.
Cows, we were just talking about this.
So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Okay.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
You know what? I think if we call attention to it, he's going to go like, oh, well, now I'm not answering any of your questions anymore because you got me. So I'll just let it be.
Yes, pray pardon, sire. Better to let it be. I did not mean to make you paranoid.
Why does drama always call us sire? Have you seen anyone suspicious around? Look, well, okay, we could also ask about the contusions, I guess, but I feel like Kuno's just gonna say, like, yeah, I did all of them! And that's not really gonna help.
Yeah, we sort of already know that.
We might as well just go through the dialogue.
What are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He grabs his head like it's suddenly hurting. It's like that one picture that I've used for a couple of stream links where it's just a guy from Yuga going, I did it! I'm thinking!
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again. You're stupid.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You're stupid. I hate words too.
Sora sort of sounds like Kunoese.
You're stupid.
A little bit. I'm gonna do this because then we can kind of stay in... I don't know why I want to stay in Kuno's good graces, but it's like... He's actually kind of helping us at this point, and I don't want him to turn back into a little shit.
Words are fucking shit. Make you stupid. Kuno's got his own words now. Kuno words.
Cool. Okay. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
Alright, well...
Testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
So, about the crime scene. You kids often play in this yard?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
Ladder. Ever climb it?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
So you would say that the ladder is unclimbable.
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
Okay, we're getting some level of info.
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno.
The dead man's clothes were in the trash container. How did they get there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
Look, I need to know, kid. It could be a lead in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
I'm not buying your clothes.
Kid, I have $7.
Kid, I have $7 in my back pocket. I got most of it by selling bottles I found on the street. Alright, entertain me. What's so great about these pants? Kuno, you don't know anything about the tampering I'm investigating, and I already have pants. I wonder if that changes depending on if you're not actually wearing pants.
Yeah, I wonder. I have no idea.
Guess what happened to his
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that up there. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains
I'm not your
silent,
grandfather.
but
I'm not
his
your
expression
grandfather.
couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
Alright, entertain me. What's so great about these pants?
Pig, these are foul modulars, liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit.
He just has them in his jacket! Give you a quick peek at the plastic wrapped pants. They're graphite black and look brand new.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness. Coach
They also match your
Physical
gloves.
Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready. They will also make you into an idiot.
No, Kuno. You don't know anything about the tampering I'm investigating, and I already have pants.
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you. but you're too fat for fouling anyway, pig.
We're not worrying about the mug. What's in the greenhouse over there?
Dunno. Kipta's gardener used to work there.
Hold on, the gardener used to work there.
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
You mean the young woman by whirling in rags? That gardener?
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
He looks you in the eyes and nods as if agreeing with himself.
Yeah, her.
We're not going into the mug.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Well, it's a white check. We'll talk with him a little bit more. I want to discuss the body with you.
Fuck about it.
Wait, no.
Your test.
Get lost.
Kuno, I found your shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
I phase shifted through the roofing material.
I feel like you'd like that.
Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
He can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit.
He says to himself, then turns to you. It's like he's reassuring himself that cops
Yeah.
can't teleport. Teleports behind you.
teleports
You're
behind
going
you.
to jail, kid.
How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
What was with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
This is a joke that I really want to say it. I got one too. This one. It's shit. That one's too good. I have to say it.
Kuno probably will
What?
like that. What?
Yeah.
Now I know that
What is
sounds
this
bad.
Shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
No one liked my joke? Are you kidding?
Well played. No one saw that coming.
You can't be doing it wrong if no one knows what the fuck you're doing. Alright, I saw a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about it?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
You know, this does explain a lot about you.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
What's with the tube of magnesium, Kuno?
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
He looks at you like you just pointed at the sun and asked what it was.
You could use them.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, whatever. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, and you look like you could use a bottle.
Vesta, you gotta move! Disco working really hard to get streamers cancelled.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
I know all about magnesium. I rock it all the time.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
He looks at you, eyes bulging.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
Alright, I've heard enough of
Good
this.
call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Alright, let's try and figure out what's going on with this kid. Just give it a shot.
He's on your crime
Damn.
scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Okay, so I don't know if he can turn down the Kuno for a moment. We could also try and talk sense in him, and I feel like it's not gonna work. These both seem like foregone conclusions, but whatever. Kuno, listen, I know this boundary pushing thing is new to you, but it's old news for us grown-ups.
Get your snout out of Kuno's ass. Kuno knows how hard Kuno pushes it. Kuno pushes it hard level. You should give up, Popo, or the Kun will keep fucking it out of you.
You okay, Kuno?
She looks worried. The Kun has her confused.
That went wrong. He took it as a compliment. Then he had a minor seizure.
Okay, I'm off.
Kuno
Bye,
doesn't
kid.
Fucking care.
Okay, thanks, Kuno.
Talk sense out of him. Make him go crazy.
I mean, I feel like we almost
Lies
did.
on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Beautiful. Wipe a tear from your eye. Let's celebrate in a more reserved manner for now.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing
Nice.
is too broken.
New
or
skill
compromised.
point.
The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
Just a second, Kim. Okay. Well, we can try the Kuno thing again.
We could.
Was there anything else that we have to, like, there was one, I think it was it interfacing?
Suggestion- Was it a suggestion for the container?
I don't remember.
If you go to your notebook.
Oh,
and then
that's
go to
right.
map,
Alright, rhetoric. Impossible. Kuno needs empathy legendary. Haven't we already done this one? The broken window?
There's 2 with empathy.
Yeah. So maybe empathy would be the best one to go with for now, because I'm assuming the ones that are white are ones that we've already, like, completed, basically.
The white ones are ones.
Oh, those, they're either ones that I've already done or they're ones that I haven't tried yet, because I'm pretty sure this one is the one, the check to see if I should become racist.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, I think I'll go with empathy for now. Because I can always, like, respec things, right?
To take stuff out, you have to use a skill point.
Oh, fair enough. Then maybe I would be better off just holding off for now. Field
You
autopsy.
never know, you might come up to
1.
one in this
Investigation
that
of
you
the
want to
2.
buff up.
Initial examination
Exactly.
of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
Don't we have someone else for this? A doctor?
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain, from autopsy to cleanup to social work, everything.
I don't think I'm a detective. Wait, honorary rank of detective as well. Like, that's not just a job title?
An honor and a burden attached to your rank once you've proven yourself able. Usually after 5 to 8 years of field work. Mine is lieutenant detective.
I don't think I'm a detective.
You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now, the way I see it,
He looks at the corpse with some disgust.
it's either this, or we complete the initial interviews. We already met Evrard, that only leaves the Wild Pines representative. There's one in town, negotiating the strike. She could have information.
I'm gonna leave for now just so I can save and then we can do the autopsy. Just because I'm worried, considering that just being in the same area as this corpse already did damage to us before.
That's
I would
true.
like to, not completely die and have to redo that entire conversation with Kuno.
It might be a good idea to look at
much
what
later,
stuff
I
you're
hope.
wearing as well.
He's about to
Yeah, that too.
melt away soon.
Okay.
I think the white or the yellow gloves would be good because they give you interfacing, which is like
Oh,
tinkering
yeah.
around and prodding.
Fair point. Oh, great. Postcard. Postcard will sell for a pretty penny. Okay. Also, are there any items that I could hold? Nope. Nope. This is just about everything. Alright, well. Let's quick save. Alright, now let's cut open this dead body.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
First, what exactly is a field autopsy?
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
Clap your gloved hands. Actually, it appears I have forgotten what a field autopsy is.
Fine. It's a 3-part form to be filled out on the scene by the detectives responsible. One takes notes, the other dictates. The goal is to establish cause of death.
Do we need a scalpel for
A
it?
scalpel is not always required. I hope this is one of those cases. Latex gloves are, however.
Okay, well, we got our gloves. Let's get in there.
Truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity.
I'm not complaining!
I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take notes?
Where should I take these notes? In my paperwork?
Yes, you see, the field autopsy form is the one on red copier paper.
Open your ledger at the field autopsy form.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts.
Thank you, Kim, for doing our job for us.
Above those,
Yay.
an 11 field info form needs filling out first. It begins with
Begin. 1. Assistant.
It's you.
Right? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's make this a little bit fun.
the corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says
Coroner's case number.
KK57 dash 0803 dot 0815.
Alright, jotting that
Next.
down. 3. Name.
NA. Next.
4. Date of birth.
NA.
5. Age.
Roughly 50.
We write roughly 50.
the corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook.
Okay, 6. Race.
Mondial.
Write it down.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Sex. Thanks, I did not need your input.
Male.
Pigs can have sex.
Oh, I am so tempted. It's too funny, I can't not.
Naively, the lieutenant does not double-check your notes.
You're gonna regret that later, Kim, I'm sorry. The bit was calling to me.
El bigo mistake-o, Lieutenant.
Thanks, necktie! Yeah, that is gonna come and bite us in the ass later, I'm sure, but... It was too funny! What was I supposed to do?
What was I supposed to do? The joke was right there.
8. Date of
We're
death.
still going with March 4th. 51.
Right, 04, 03, 51.
What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK57 0503 0815 listens, motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
11. Evidence of treatment.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
Oh wait, I'm not so sure. Didn't the footprints look like he was carried over?
They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dogwalkers.
He places his hand on the dead man's chest as if in preparation.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-Delorian burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Road, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. The building is tall, 7 stories, wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied. This was a suicide. The other, an accident. The small one. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today. 42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
So I'm assuming that these are all cases that that Harry has been to and seen in the past, all kind of coming back to him. Because, like, these are, like, very specific details.
They are.
There's no other
It's,
way
like,
that...
so specific.
Yeah. Alright, turn the page.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
Okay, so we should start with 1. External examination. Summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
Turns the body onto its side to check the underwear label. Well, the kids are gonna have a fucking field day with that one.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
I love how Harry tries to talk to Kuno, and then only refers to the girl as, like, that red-haired thing.
Yeah, really.
He's like, okay, Kuno, fucking insane. We can kind of reason with him, though, probably. The girl? Nah. There's no reasoning with that. Okay, write it
The
down.
boots are ceramic, vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
Okay, we write it
The
down.
boot has a serial number. It's E50.100.100. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design.
Write it down.
Tattoos.
He stands up, feet planted on either side of the body.
The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini.
Write it down.
The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well
Write it down.
nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
I don't want to touch the corpse's hair. I don't know why we would do that. Let's just write it
But if it's
down.
important
Lividity
to
is
the case.
consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest,
Look,
and thighs.
I just don't want
Consistent
Harry
with
to
stone
fucking
thrown
explode.
post-mortem. Low velocity.
He's got gloves on. He'd be fine.
I guess.
Fucking low velocity. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max.
Thanks, Kuno. We do not need your input right now, buddy.
Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation.
Write down but amend for high velocity. No, Kuno got his one with the pigs having sex.
Ligature mark.
The lieutenant produces a small folding knife. With the other hand pulling on the belts, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Oh yeah, I'm prepared. Pet the chain cutters.
The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his nose.
He liked it. He liked your joke.
Okay, I'm glad someone did. It's a tough crowd here. I learned that from the pighead joke. So now I gotta say, good thing we got these. Oh, I didn't say that before. Okay. Good thing we got these chain cutters. Pull out the rubber grip
Always
cutters.
good to think ahead. Now,
He points to the rope squeezing the dead man's
we
neck.
need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
If I level this up, will
It
that
will
make
go
my
up.
chances better?
Your chances will be better.
Okay. Accept changes and close. Okay, that's much better. I'm also going to look for a good spot to cut. Should I also just tell Kuno that I'm not his pig? I feel like I should.
You could tell him that you are his pig.
I don't want to be his pig is the thing.
Why?
You've heard him speak, right?
You are?
He's
You're
just a
Kuno's
kid.
pig?
Okay, sure, man. Look for a good spot to cut.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east. The knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there. Steady now.
There we
like
go.
a flower arranged. 2 cuts and it should come loose.
-1, stupid argument with Kuno. Alright, well, we've got as good a chance as any. Let's fucking go!
After
Yeah!
operation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow.
Press down.
Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
The lieutenant has kneeled closer, running his finger along the dark red groove until there's a gap.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
Okay, write it down.
Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia.
He pulls down the man's underpants.
No! Let's get up and see!
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
I don't think we need to see a dead man's dick. Also, this is a very weird question. We're not doing that one.
What if it's important to the case?
You're right.
The dead man's penis is average-sized, congested from the downward collection of blood. The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish. Marbling is present around the crotch.
I'm just gonna write it down and move on.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
Write it down.
Last item, hands.
He takes the man's right hand in his, inspects it, then moves on to the other hand. Yeah, I'll help.
His flesh is cold, icy.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name?
My name is...
I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Corbo. What can I do you for, Il Corbo de Cappadocia?
Nothing. You're dead. You can't do anything.
Nothing does. This was pleasurable. I sincerely thank you for touching my hand. We should do this more often. Be close like this, I mean.
Harry, what the fuck is wrong with your brain?
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling.
Were we expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Okay, well, we'll write it down.
Ooh.
He turns to...
all for the external. Well done. What next?
He turns to the side to breathe. It's not enough. He buries his face in the sleeve of his jacket. Okay, well... Next is internal examination.
That one will be better for him, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
If I may add the moral of this story...
What would that be?
The dead man looks, too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his story.
I'll write NA. The brain is very vulnerable to compromises in its blood supply.
I think that may well be the moral of every story, officer.
I'll write NA.
Good. Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
Completely wrong part of the body for that.
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable.
Okay, we'll write it down.
Respiratory system.
Back hunched as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
It's important to teach kids wrong as a joke early.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
That's probably bad, but we've already committed, so...
It's hard. Once more, you taste stomach acid in the back of your throat. A contraction. Your throat pumps a little something from your stomach and into your mouth. You're forced to swallow, just to keep looking. Inside, you see darkness. Just a mess of meat and darkness.
There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus.
He lets go of the jaws. The mouth snaps shut before you. Okay. write it down.
Hepatobiliary. NA.
Why? Don't we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
He looks at the corpse's stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust. Point taken.
Same for toxicology and serology. NA.
Both?
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there.
The completionist in me wonders if there's still something we could do.
Like a toxicology screening? At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if he was brimming with cocaine. But still, you should add a request.
Okay, we'll write NA and add toxicology requested.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging.
We'll write it down.
Gastrointestinal.
He breathes a sigh, approaching relief. This is the last field on this list. He looks around to the ground. The pool of feces there.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
He touches the corpse's bloated lower abdomen briefly. Write it down. Keep the voila.
Yeah.
What's next on the list?
Description of injuries. Summary.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
What's the 4th injury field for?
Nothing. Just in case.
Okay, so bite
Head,
marks.
chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
Okay.
And your opinion, officer?
Beneath the description, there are 2 boxes waiting to be ticked. I don't think that's what killed him. Like, it seems like that's from birds.
Hmm.
So that would be non-fatal post-mortem.
Agreed. Next injury.
I'm gonna stay quiet for this part, cause
Okay. Understandable.
again, I beat the game,
Yeah.
so I don't want to give you any ideas.
Understandable. Understandable. Okay, the contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
I hope we're also including that maximum velocity part.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Non-fatal, post-mortem. We know this for certain.
Right. Next,
And the ligature mark.
a dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Okay, we'll write it down.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
That would probably be what killed him. Like,
You think they got him up there? And hung him while he was alive?
see, that's the thing. I don't see how that's
Who knows
possible.
That the guy was a giant, too. Don't forget. Like, the guy's huge.
That is true. It would actually make more sense if they had, like, killed him in some other way elsewhere and then brought him here, though. But the thing is, they could have hung him somewhere else and then just brought him here so this way it's more, like, public and more visible.
That's true.
So, it could be that that is the injury that killed him. It just doesn't necessarily mean that he was hung right here.
Hmm.
It's because, like I said, like with the bite marks, it's like... I don't remember if they mentioned, like, what else the bite marks look like, but just from it saying predation by birds has caused damage to the body, it's like, if birds are pecking at it, those would be counted as bites, right? So
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
so.
I don't think that alone would have killed him. I'll go with the fatal injury guess for now. Just because it seems the most likely.
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But it's a start. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
First, how did it go?
Well, we established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy. We also requested a toxicological screening. That was thorough. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks, if we are lucky. I will not hold my breath.
So what else?
We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Okay, so what now?
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg.
About a copy of the autopsy pages. He looks at the dead man one more time, then at the slip of red paper in his hand, then at the corpse again.
He's thinking, did I miss something? You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse.
Tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
Okay, at the autopsy you said you had ancient mysteries.
Oh yes, Kobo mi Lobo. In the gift horse's mouth. Tracks and wakes and waterways. Ancient materials buried.
Yeah, but to where, brother?
Just a small gulp away. My beloved Kobo. A small gulp away.
No, thank you.
Come back later, Kobo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Wanna up
Okay.
your perception?
Well, that... I mean... Oh. We do have an extra skill point. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll up my perception. Might as well. Still low. But, hey, we
Still
looked in the
pretty
mouth. Okay. Let's search the body again.
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
Look under his fingernails. I don't think we need to see his dick again.
His fingernails have turned dark. They're chipped and quite long. There is dirt under them. That's all.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
Yeah, because it feels... It's like as much as I was like, hey, of what we have here, this is the most likely to have killed him, it still doesn't feel quite right.
Right.
So I think that there is something we're not seeing.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Okay, where?
It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, but only if all else fails.
His voice trails off and his gaze settles on Kuno. What the fuck is Kuno gonna do for us?
Maybe he knows where a refrigerator is.
You want a piece of the Kuno? Wanna get fucked?
Only if all else fails.
Let's hurry then.
This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
Okay. Then we should hurry. Kuno's fucking electricity, 22,000 volts. Kuno volts. Awesome. Thank you, Kuno. Is there a door over here that I can go into? No?
No.
Okay. Alright, let's ask around a little bit.
I do know where this is, so if you feel like you desperately need to know, I can tell you.
Fair. Inside, you catch a glimpse of Union paraphernalia, strike poster and some red pennants. Oh right, all the Union people would be here right now, because it's evening.
It's a happening place.
Yeah.
Can I help you?
I seem to be in need of a fridge.
Yes, yes. For the dead body. You want to put a dead corpse into my fridge, right?
Correct him.
No, we want to put a very important dead body into your fridge.
I don't care. You're not putting a dead body into my fridge.
I'm not even gonna ask why. I'm not even gonna ask why. You're just gonna say something mean.
This is a culinary establishment, not a morgue. You don't have to ask me why you can't store a dead body in my kitchen.
It would only be for...
Lieutenant, you too? You're asking too? No. The answer is no. I will not turn this place into some kind of macabre circus.
Wow. Turn
Ooh,
the
good
lieutenant
use
off
of
like he was a
macabre.
busted old radio. He really is the lord of his realm.
Let's go talk to the freight clerk.
Alright, bye. This door doesn't open, does it? Right.
No. It's winter.
Okay. Here we go. Does Frit ever close?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Do you have a fridge by any chance?
Mm-hmm. Right behind you.
I need to store a corpse there.
You're joking, right?
No, I'm not joking. I need to store the corpse of a hanged man in your fridge.
Okay. It wouldn't even fit, you know.
Now that I'm looking at it, maybe a glass-doored fridge in a public grocery store isn't the best option for storing a corpse.
Pity, it would have been so beautiful.
So beautiful.
I'm just gonna see what the fucking reaction is to that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Bye.
Guess you gotta talk to Kuno.
I guess we gotta
Our
talk to
favorite
Kuno.
Kid! Yeah!
Oh. So when I was looking to see what text I should replace the text on the thumbnail with today, I was going past our old messages and I was reminded of Tail. Tails' younger cousin who sucks way worse, and I remembered how I, like, specifically compared him to Kuno.
I don't even know if chat knows about Tail.
I don't
Tail
think,
the Fox.
I don't, yeah, no, actually. So, Val sent me, I'm gonna pause for now just because, it's getting late in the day. But yeah, so, Val sent me a picture of, like, an off-brand, like, knockoff Tails doll that she found that had only one tail. And, we came up with the character of Tail, who is, Tails' either younger brother or younger cousin that nobody likes. The most annoying kid in the world. And
I love Tail the Fox.
Tail the Fox. He's just got one of them.
He's just got one. And
He's
that
just
makes
got
him
one.
weird.
Yep. Okay.
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
By the way, Kipt is a racial slur.
Gee, the worst part is I think that this is the one that's more likely to work to get him to stop.
I know, right?
But I do feel
Well,
like
I
I'm
don't wanna
kind of
say
like
that.
going down to his level.
You could just ignore them. Like, Wish I could have been here to see it.
I kind of want them to stop using slurs, though, is the thing. I kind of want to see what happens if I select this option. I want to see if it works.
See if they respect you.
Stop choking, Kuno! The faggot has got you in a chokehold!
Kuno's not fucking choking.
Choked you out there, serves you right for using reactionary shit.
Like fuck you did. Kuno's gonna keep saying kipped forever now. Kipped.
Great job, kid.
He's
only
dying.
He only
You're
gets two.
choking him.
I am.
Shit. The fuck did you want anyway? You got your fuck back down. Now let's talk normal shit.
Yes, let's have a normal conversation.
Shoot that shit at Kuno, Pigonaught.
Kuno, I need a fridge to stash the body.
For the fuck him. Good thing you asked the Kunmeister. Kuno knows a fridge. Perfect for freezing.
I thought you would. Where is it?
Bacon Man's in a rush. But what's in it for the Kuno? What's the return on Kuno's investment?
We'll try this. We'll try this first.
You could leave and check your outfits to see if you have anything that'll raise
rhetoric. Yeah. Fine, Kuno, don't help me then.
Kuno's not into bacon, Charity.
You can't turn Kuno into a little popo man. Kuno's his own man.
Kuno
Damn
doesn't fucking care.
Thanks. Alright, do I have anything for rhetoric?
Do you have anything that's taking away rhetoric either? No? Damn.
Not that I can see. It'd be really funny if we could equip the flashlight and it would help with that, because we're just like turning it on and off in Kuno's face.
Just shining it in his eyes.
Yeah. It's like, here, you're gonna tell me what I want. And once you do, I'll stop flashing this in your eyes, kid. How about that? Alright, well.
Look, see? It's the fucking war pig.
You belittled yourself before the Kuno. Now you must seek his forgiveness.
What the fuck? I thought I'd just be able to do the dialogue again.
Make amends.
Look, I want to make this right with Kuno. Make amends.
Fucking what pig?
You're a cool dude. Let's just bury the hatchet, okay?
Cool what? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I think you broke his brain when you fucked him up, Kuno.
You better come up with a way to make Kuno forget you tried to fucking hit him, piggo.
I don't have anything. What can I offer you, Kuno?
Please don't waste time on nonsense.
The lieutenant does not approve of this at all.
Understandable, but he's the only one with a fucking fridge.
Don't listen to the blind fuck, piggo. You're doing the right thing here, trying to get Kuno to like you again.
He pauses to
You
think.
could pay tribute to Kuno with drugs, or cigarettes, or some wheels. Kuno could use some wheels. Motorized carriage shit.
Whatever
What
then.
are you doing?
I need to make a truce with Kuno. Offer him something.
No, you really, really don't. That is a 12-year-old boy. His opinion of you doesn't matter.
It really matters.
I feel like it does matter because he's the only access we might potentially have to a fucking fridge.
I'm still gonna mark it as something I need to do.
But why? You're turning this into a huge thing.
In punching, someone always ends up being someone's bitch. Don't you know about male power structures, Kim? Okay, we are a feminist. We would say this.
It's true.
You're totally unraveling, officer.
All will be well as soon as I get this being Kuno's bitch situation off my back. Don't wait for the lieutenant to answer. Let's get to work, Kim. Nah, you know what? Let's just go.
Okay, you can talk to him
Have you
again.
come to make your offering to Kuno?
Okay,
Oh, you
well,
can't.
no.
Oh, you locked it out. Do you want to know where the fridge is?
Where?
Okay, so go to the bookstore.
Okay.
Or you can try, or you could try and get on his good side, but you have to do it with Kim, not with you.
Ah. Yeah, I would
You
prefer
go to the
to.
bookstore. And then that curtain.
Oh, this one.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Hey, shopkeeper, what's behind the curtains?
Nothing. Why aren't you browsing the books? Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? You ought to.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Pull open the curtains!
Just as
Yeah!
you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hand is closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're dumb if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
What do you fucking mean, parapsychologically speaking?
The child did say that
Oh,
the
the
store was
curse.
cursed.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so
Was someone
blunt.
killed there?
Please don't
Was someone killed there?
I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse.
Who are you? Did you kill him?
Unleash the powers.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
Is this about the curse? That's why you're afraid?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees. I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
I don't care. You can't stop me. This sign won't stop me because I can't read.
No.
Exactly.
Please just talk to me, officer. Come here.
No.
And let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. You see a tattered set of curtains and a polyhedron-shaped cage-like trinket.
Okay, maybe we should talk to the woman first. Just to be
Running out of
safe.
time. That body's decomposing.
That is true, but even so.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
The clerk extends a greeting.
Hello, Plaisance.
Welcome. And please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? I just tried trespassing in your store, but can you lend me a couple bucks? I feel like there won't be a chance to ask later.
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavor. One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
So, are you the owner of this store, then?
I am. The proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Why are you so uptight about those curtains? I just want to know what's on the other side. Farewell for now, book peddler!
I love that.
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
If it's just a storage room, then it wouldn't hurt if I just peeked inside. It's not like it's cursed, right?
No.
She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped frown. Then she breaks down.
Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant.
Host of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtains.
So how does it manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Oh fuck. She peers at the curtains again.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Ah, Ned explained that the previous tenants have experienced some financial troubles.
It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence. As if I was unwanted here.
Sounds familiar.
Strange, I feel unwanted too!
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous.
Would you like me to take the case? I can investigate, see if the curse is real. Because that'll get us into the back.
Most certainly not.
That's true.
I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away.
What if I am?
Leave the
What if I am?
be,
I could be.
so they can return to their slumber.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
Ho ho ho! Alright!
That's pretty high.
That's pretty high.
Time to
Fuck!
up the old lie machine.
Ma'am, do you know how me and my partner are known to our colleagues back at the station?
No.
The storekeeper's crossed her arms.
The lieutenant looks at you, waiting to see where this is going.
Kim, you are going to fucking hate this, I'm sure.
You've got this. Just go with it. This is elegant.
Crime bros. We're called crime bros, my partner and I.
You're called what? What is this, a joke, Mr. Policeman? Do you commit crimes together or what?
He turns away, not before you can see a small hint of a smile. He's struggling to not crack up.
No, not like this. We're called crime bros because we like to solve crimes as brothers in arms.
Sir, I really don't have time for your jokes. The situation is very serious.
Alright, farewell for now, book peddler. I'm going in there.
You see a tattered set of curtains and a polyhedron-shaped cage-like trinket. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets. Your shadow looming
Oh,
over
I
it
see
like
what
a
those are
demon.
now, then. So the little cage-like things, they're probably little charms that are meant to keep the curse at bay.
I warned you. You're unleashing forces beyond your understanding.
Well, we're going in.
So this could take a while if you look at anything, or you could speed run it to get to where we need to go and look at everything later.
That
Or
sounds like the better
we
option
could
because
save it for the next time.
we could just save it for the next time because it is after 9 o'clock already. It might be for the best
Yeah,
if we
well,
leave this for next time.
Mystery. There's a
Yeah.
check at the door that if you fail it, I don't know how we're gonna get a fridge, and we might just have to get rid of the body and not look at it again.
I see. Alright, well,
Unfortunately.
I mean, I can
Every
give it a
door
shot
with
right now.
missing handle stands before
Oh,
you,
that's no good.
covered in dozens, if not
Oh.
hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
We can give it a shot, and then we can retry
Yeah.
it the next time.
Yeah, maybe we
Okay.
can even retry the, convincing her if we up the drama, I guess?
Oh,
stat,
that's
'cause
true.
We had a decent...
The thing is, I don't think we did, like, a full save before I talked to her.
Run through the door. Don't you know that things like that hurt?
But if we find a skill point somewhere...
That is true. We're a little bit far away from that at the moment, though, is the issue.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think we might be screwed on the corpse front. I deserve this. My body deserves to suffer for being this weak and disappointing. Oh, this is like for extra pathetic points.
Are you
Sure.
alright? This looked pretty intense and painful, I must admit.
What is going on there? Are you really trying to break down the back door? I warn you, don't tempt the spirits, officer. Don't tempt the spirits, or you'll damage the holy wards on the door.
It barely looks like you've done any damage to the door, however.
Alright, well, we're gonna have to leave this for the next time, I think.
Sounds good. We got
Alright.
the body down from the tree, though. That's good.
We did! That's a good start right there. And
The
I'm gonna
case is
close
basically
the game.
solved at this point. We got the body down.
We sure did. It only took us 3 whole streams to do it.
Exactly.
It's like, I don't know if the game is, like, supposed to be this slow of a burn, or if we're just taking it, like, way, way slower. But,
I think it's a pretty slow burn most of the time.
that's fair. I kind of figured as much. But, yeah, I mean, that was pretty good. I feel like we've made some progress in just, like, getting the
so.
corpse down, and we've technically found a fridge that we might be able to use, depending on how things go.
Yeah. I didn't realize Kuno was gonna lock you out of that text thing, or I wouldn't have said check your equipment.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like there's no way that you could have known that, though.
No, usually I thought either that happens before or after.
Yeah, like, I was not expecting that either. I wonder if it would have gone through with it, or if Kuno would have gone, hey, wait a minute, you tried to hit me earlier, fuck you, bring me drugs.
Maybe.
But, yeah, it's looking like that probably won't be our best option, because, like, I don't know, I don't want to do shit that pisses Kim off, because he's, like, our one ally that we can 100% trust. So, like, I don't want to fuck with that. It's like, I'm all one for, like, trying to stay on people's good sides, this way they can actually, like, give us information. But, also, like, if that's gonna impact our, like, our relationship, I guess, with, like, the one guy who is, like, actively and permanently on our side, I would prefer not to.
Yeah.
And also, I don't want to give drugs to a 12-year-old, so...
Screwed
there's
on
that.
The corpse front is a line, all right.
Yeah, now that I think about it, very bad out of context.
That's just what playing disco is like, though.
It is. I'm already interested to, like, once this stream series is over, maybe go back in and try a different route, try specializing in different things. I feel like going for Psyche as, like, my highest stat was probably the right thing to do, because there's a lot of points where that's actually, like, come in clutch for us.
Yeah. For sure.
But, yeah. I mean, I don't have too much else to say, to be honest, so I guess I'll just go into the normal, end of stream housekeeping. So if you're new around here, and you like what you saw, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell. You'll be notified whenever, I go live. You should also look up Valerie Valkyrie on YouTube. In fact, you can probably just click on her name in the title. And it should bring you right to her channel. You should subscribe to her as well. We did a full playthrough of the first game of Great Ace Attorney. And
check that out. That's a good series. That's a good one. I like that
highly recommend. Like, if you've been liking this collab so far, I would recommend looking into that. And also, we did do a special stream last weekend for Val's birthday. I'd highly recommend checking out the VODs for that one, too. Because I think it was a pretty good time.
Yeah, all of our Kingdom Hearts stuff is a favorite.
Yes.
Love that.
Yearly tradition. We were just saying before the stream started, like, Nomura needs to get his ass in gear and release a new Kingdom Hearts, because, like, what the fuck are we gonna watch next year?
Exactly. Kingdom Hearts 4 has to come out now, dude.
It has to! Has to come out this fucking year! If not, we're gonna have to find some kind of alternative. But,
and
yeah.
we looked up how long remake Final Fantasy VII cutscenes are, and it's crazy. So
Yes.
we probably can't do that.
Probably not. Like, I know you said that one of the videos was 7 hours.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that that one is the one where it's like, okay, we're not including all of the side cutscenes. We're not including, like... We're only including the stuff that's important to the story, but even then they could be missing stuff. Because you said that, like, the compilations for those cutscenes range from, like, 15 to 7 hours. Which is
there was
a
one
massive
that was
difference.
15, one that was 7, and one that was 11.
Yeah, so I'm not sure which one would be the right one to watch. And I know that some of our Kingdom Hearts drinking streams, like, we've done videos that were, like, 12 hours. But I feel like by the end of it, like, I know for myself, I end up getting too tired and I'm not funny anymore. But...
Sorry, I yawned.
It's all good.
I don't know why. I slept all day.
It just happens.
It does. It do.
But, yeah. Also, you should, follow us both on Blue Sky, because, my overlay still says Twitter. I keep meaning to fix it. I fucking swear. It just keeps slipping my mind, because whenever I'm not streaming, I'm not looking at it. So... but yeah, follow us on Blue Sky. There you'll see, like, announcements for upcoming streams, streams that we might be doing with friends on other sites or other channels, if we have to cancel anything, if we're rescheduling something. I'm pretty sure we both post all of that there, so...
Yep.
But, yeah, I think that's just about it, so have a good night, everyone. Sweet dreams. Don't go into debt with coke-addicted 12-year-olds. And we will both...
That's a good life lesson.
It's a very good life lesson. It's one that I think everybody needs to follow. But yeah, so we will both see you all next time. Bye-bye!
Bye!